Hi, I'm Maddie Hockaday, also known as the Anne of this relationship.
And I'm Holly Constant, the Leslie.
We love Parks and Rec. We love behind the scenes.
And we love each other. This is literally the best Parks and Recreation rewatch show.
We're your park pals.
There's a park and some pals, and there's also therapy too.
So I will leave you guys to the rest of your day. And do you have anything else going on today, Maddie?
No, Ivan just texted me that he had to leave to the restaurant. So now I'm like, well, there goes the entire plan I had for the day.
Oh, no, what was your plan?
Oh,
Aren't you going to go look at places?
Gonna go out to lunch. No, we ended up not doing that because we were in Vegas last weekend. And
okay.
You saw the Joe Bros.
We saw the Joe Bros.
The Joe Bros!
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
The little 12-year-old inside of me was like, oh, my heart, though. Like,
Oh my gosh,
judge
you'll
me
love
if you
it.
will, but I love those men.
No, definitely not. No.
So much.
It's so dancey. Like, they have so many, like, earworms.
Yeah, well, and they
Love it.
they were so good live too. They put on a
That's
really
awesome.
good show. They have a really good band. Marshmello came out
What?
because they do a song with Marshmello, and so Marshmello showed up.
Who's Marshmallow again?
He
He's the guy that wears the marshmallow hat.
Yeah, with the eyes
And he does, like,
crossed out.
dancey kind of DJ music.
Mm-hmm. Have you
Okay.
heard what am I why can't I think of it?
I'll
I
Google
I
it.
know that you'll probably know this song, but it's taking me a second. Oh, I want you to be happier. I want you
Oh,
to.
yeah.
That's his song.
Oh,
Yeah.
got it.
But he did a song with the Joe Bros, and he came out on stage, and everyone flipped the fuck out. And then the girl guitarist from Joe's band, DNC, who does Cake by the Ocean,
Yeah.
she showed up, and she's phenomenal. And she just played with him through the whole show. It was awesome.
That's so cool.
That's cool.
So, yeah,
I like
they
that
were
song.
great. Yeah, it was worth
Yeah,
it.
me too.
Yeah,
Did they play Cake by the Ocean?
they did.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, and they played
I need
they
Cake
played
by
one
the
of
Ocean right now.
Nick's songs, that he did while he was solo, and then they had some the fans that were like standing in front of the stage. Some of them had signs, and they would like say which songs they wanted to. So they just impromptu played some of their songs from like when they first were a band because people were asking for it.
Wow.
So they put on a really good show. They have really high energy. They sound some people you go see live and you're like, ooh, you can't sing. They like
Oh, no.
they like legit put stuff on your voice, and they are not like that. They sound so good, so clear.
That's
They
great.
have actual voices. Like one of the like, it just pisses me off when you do that though. You go live and you're like, you're not worth paying money to
Right.
see.
I know. Yeah. I hate
Like-
that too.
It's so disappointing.
Yeah, it makes me so sad. And no
But that's
offense, but
awesome
Katy
that they-
Perry's like
that
the
they were
first
not
person
like
I found
that.
out like that. I heard her
Who
sing, and I
was?
was like, what?
Katy Perry.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I've never
sad.
seen her live.
I haven't
couldn't
seen her
say.
live. I've seen on TV, but she was flat as fuck.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it made my ears hurt.
I wonder if she's always like that, though. I wonder if she was just having an off night.
Yeah, I don't know. She was also awful at the Super Bowl, so
Oh,
I don't know. But
I don't remember
even
that.
know. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Well, I'm glad that the Joe Bros were not like that.
they
And that you had a good time in Vegas. Did you go out there just to see them?
yeah. And Connor,
that's awesome.
my brother was supposed to come and his girlfriend, and then I think Holly, you were there when that happened. Connor's like, yeah, I can't find tickets, and everybody's canceling their flights and all this stuff, and so
Oh no, I didn't hear that
yeah,
part.
so he ended up not being able to come with us, and so he and Kelsey didn't come, and so we had 2 extra tickets, and we ended up selling them on Ticketmaster, so that's fine.
Oh, that's great.
But we were going to try to invite some people, see if they could come, and it was just like, no, you know what? Like, we're going to use it as a celebration, just the 2 of us, of our engagement, and just
Yeah.
have a nice time, and so that was good. But
That's
Good.
awesome.
yeah.
Did you do anything else in Vegas?
Oh yeah, we went and saw Absinthe, one of the Cirque du Soleil shows.
Oh wow.
Yeah, which
Oh,
was
cool.
risque.
I see.
Sexy.
And there's a Titanic exhibit there where they have a 15-ton piece of the ship that they pulled out of the
Oh
ocean.
my gosh.
So we went and saw that, which was really cool too. And we just like to walk. I know, Holly, you get this from being like living in Boston. We like to just walk and see
Yeah.
the city, and we eat a lot and we drink quite a bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you gotta.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was worth it.
That sounds like a good trip. So last weekend you're in Vegas, and so this weekend are you guys just kind of like, you're going to reschedule going to look at venues and stuff?
Yeah, and I didn't have enough time. My job is right now. I haven't had time.
What?
I haven't had time to look at venues, honestly.
Yeah.
So my mom and I we set time aside today together to sit down and look at all the venues that I have saved still. Because I was like, I don't know I don't know where in my life I'm putting wedding planning right now. And so, yeah, so we just didn't have time planned. And then my dad emailed or texted us earlier this week, and he said, hey, we're going to Vegas on Labor Day weekend, and John Mulaney's there. And do you want us to buy you guys tickets and take you our treat? We have an extra hotel room.
Oh my God.
So we were like, yeah, we're only going Friday to Saturday but it's only like a 3-hour drive for us. It's not even a real thing. Like, it's not a big deal. So we're going to go do that. And so we were like, we don't want to go down there this weekend and then also go to Vegas next weekend. And then, and then the next weekend we're in Phoenix for 2-3 days over the weekend to look at venues then, and hopefully to get my ring resized because I can flip it all the way around my finger with no issue.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
So to make sure it's a little more snug.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Oh, that's awesome. So is that where you're looking at, is Phoenix and Vegas?
Well, we're looking at
venues?
We're looking at Phoenix because there's a lot more hotels to choose from. And then it's easier because all of my family and all of my guests are flying in.
Right.
So, and there's there's no good airport here. So they'd have to fly in and then drive 2 hours to get to us.
Oh, I see.
So
gotcha.
we're really hoping to just do it in Phoenix and do like a whole weekend thing, like events on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And, people can come in.
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah.
If it's in Phoenix, there's so much more stuff to do if you're in Phoenix than if you're in Prescott. So.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what one of my friends is doing too.
Yeah.
She has like a drink night for like Friday night, Saturday night's the wedding, and then like Sunday morning they're doing like a brunch situation. And like you know, depending on I guess how close you are, you can be invited to whichever of those events because if you're going for the whole weekend, it might be nice to like have another plan, that you can do. But I personally love going to weddings and then just walking around and going to explore by myself too.
Yeah. How was your wedding this past weekend?
Oh my God, it was the best. It was the best. It was so fun. Madison, Wisconsin is awesome.
Yes, I love Wisconsin.
I really love it. It's so cute. And I really I made a whole itinerary. I was very Leslie about it. And I landed on Friday morning and I don't know if you saw my story, probably not, but I went to this famous breakfast place called Mickey's Dairy Bar and I got pancakes and I asked and they are so huge. They were massive and like so big. And I asked for some whipped cream and Maddie, I'm telling you, they gave me a bowl of whipped cream, like a whole bowl of whipped cream. And I was like, Oh my gosh,
we have to go together.
I know.
The best. And I walked, same thing like you were talking about. I walked everywhere because it was very walkable. And this place from the hotel was it was like a 35-minute walk, honestly. But I didn't really care because I didn't have anything else going on. And then I could sightsee and actually see the town because you're walking past stuff. And I learned a lot about the, University of Wisconsin in Madison. And I did a Capitol tour. I ate a lot of cheese curds and I ate squeaky cheese. And the wedding itself was so gorgeous. It was so beautiful. We danced the night away. And it was up on this field thing. They had to reschedule because of COVID to reschedule their place that they were going to have it. So they were, I think, a little nervous about that, but it turned out so great. And yeah, it was so fun.
That's awesome.
It was the best.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. I'm excited about that.
I love cheese curds.
Me too.
And it looked like you guys got beautiful weather there too. So
yeah, I saw some of the pictures and stuff.
Oh my God, it was so good. It was so good. It rained I think Saturday morning, which was the morning of the wedding, but other than that, it was perfect.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, better to rain in the morning so it's clear in the afternoon. So yeah.
Yeah, totally. But anyway, so that's really cool. But yeah, if you I feel do you want all those 45 venues or was that just on your list? Because I feel you don't probably have all those prioritized, right?
Oh no, we cut it down to 22.
Oh, okay.
And then that's what my mom and I are looking at today is okay, do we like the location? What does the price package look like? Because some of these places, Holly and Brookelynn, they're you have to be done at 10 p.m. And I'm I'm marrying a Mexican. That doesn't really. So,
like it's not going to be done.
Yeah. But he's like, we might need to like 2 or 3.
I don't want to be done by 10 p.m. and I'm not Mexican. I just want to hang out until 11 at least.
Yeah, well, and my mom...
and by hang out, I mean dance. I'm going to be on that dance floor all freaking night.
Well, like, I mean, I feel like I have had friends who've gotten married in South America and, like, Colombia and stuff, and, like, they were literally still, like, having like events and food at like 5 and 6 a.m. like the next morning. Like they had fireworks in the morning. Like it was, the wedding was like overnight basically.
Yeah.
And I mean, it looked awesome. Like the pictures, and I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, 10 p.m. is like super early. And I've also been to weddings where they're like, yeah, we're done here at 10, and it's just like, the party just got started. We need at least to like 1.
Well, I guess it depends on when you start. Because if you start dancing at like 3 or 4, then I guess that's a long time to be dancing. But, you know, but still, like you want to have it on your time zone or time frame. And then if you go over an hour, they'll like charge you per hour sometimes. And you're just like...
Yeah, well, I remember one we did at a hotel. It was one of Brett's family members, and they like turned like all the lights on like right at like 10, and we're like, okay, we're done serving drinks, and it's just like, so we went and just like hung out in like their hotel room. And we're just like, all right, we're doing what we have to do, bud.
Yeah. Are most of these places hotels, or are they like that windmill place kind of thing, or are they event spaces, or?
There's clubhouses, golf courses, resorts. We would we were like, it would be nice if there were like, it had rooms and stuff, right, for our guests. But if we go to one of the main cities, everything's going to be like walkable to another hotel or something like that. There's one that we're looking at that's like a 2-minute drive from my dad's house, which we were like, that's really helpful because like some of his family could stay there, or Ivan and his groomsmen could get ready there and then drive over, because that's cheaper than having to rent out space too for like the groom getting ready, if that's part of, you know, if it's not part of the package or whatever.
Right.
So.
Yeah. And I know, I mean, this might be extra, but it was really, Molly, the wedding that I just went to, had a shuttle to get from the hotel to the venue, because the venue was outside of the city. So that was like super mega helpful. Like that was so nice. I'm so grateful to her for doing that. But like if it's but like you said, if it's in Phoenix or even like within the city itself, you know, they can find a lift or something, or walk it. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. And I mean, we talked about that because my mom did a trolley from her, what's it called? The venue,
like her hotel to the venue?
The ceremony space to the reception space. But it's because it was like a 15-minute drive. And so she just they rented out this trolley. But she only had 50 guests. And we have 240 people on our guest list already. So I don't know if we're going to be able to like afford to pay for people's transportation. Like probably like the bridesmaids and stuff, like sure. But like probably not all the guests or whatever.
Well, it also depends too, because not everyone will need the shuttle. You know what I mean? Like some people probably won't even use it. So that depends. But yeah, I mean, obviously you would want to plan for like just in case they do use it.
Yeah.
But I think if it's in walking distance, then who cares? You know?
Yeah. So.
And if it's not in walking distance, if it's like 10 minutes away, then they can find their way.
Yeah.
Like that's usually what
really all you want to care about is your bridesmaids and groomsmen, so you don't get sweaty walking over there.
Yeah.
Wherever you're going.
So true. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, have you thought about that windmill one?
Yeah, that's up here though.
Oh,
so
got
we're still keeping it on the list because, you know, it's going to come down to price really. So, you know, we're going to keep it on the list, I think, at least for now. Because there are hotels and stuff up here, and it's not the worst thing in the world if we do it up here. It's just not like our first
not
choice.
Ideal.
Yeah. But we want to get it down to 12 or less for ones we actually want to go look at. So I asked my mom, because I love my mom so much. If you think I don't understand technology, which I don't, then you have not met my mother. I love her with my entire heart. But I sent her the Knot thing because that's where we started looking at venues, because it really, like, I didn't do what Chris said, right? So Chris said it really frustrated her that it gave you deadlines. I did not put I didn't put a wedding date in there because we don't have one, but now I know not to put one in there. So it's not like rushing you.
Yeah.
But it's a really
right.
good place to find like bridal boutiques that have really good ratings, and because it puts ratings on there
good.
and everything. So that's what we've done. So I sent my mom the knot and I said, here's our login info. Go in. And I said, what you're going to do is you're going to press vendors. And then there's going to be a tab that says your vendors. Then you go in there and then look at the venues. And she texts me like an hour and a half later and she goes, there's a lot more than 22 venues on here. I'm like, Mom, did you press your vendors? And she goes, no. So she's looking at every freaking
All of
venue
the
in
vendors that are in that
Arizona.
list.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, Mom, honey.
That is hilarious.
You're like, let's do a quick little screen share,
Yep.
and I'll show you.
That's where I'm at
when
now.
when do you think that you want to have it?
When?
Do you have like a time frame? Yeah.
It would be nice if we could do summer or fall.
Okay. Like next summer? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
my mom also said you have to remember that some people may have like rescheduled for, what's it called? For COVID, so we might be pushed out a little bit. And they said, you know.
Yeah. Fall weddings are great.
Yeah.
I love a fall wedding.
Yeah, but
Well, and even like
especially in
looking at like
Arizona.
not this summer, but next summer, a lot of people have had to plan like a year and a half out or 2 years, which I don't think is necessarily a terrible thing.
it's not.
Because
No.
it gives you more time to
More
like
time to save,
not
too.
be stressed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to save up a little bit more and like, you know, get the place that you really want, vice like trying to like pick it based on like when it's available. So
Right.
Yeah.
we have a couple of friends that have had to do that. And at first it was like, oh, this kind of sucks, but I think they're really kind of happy with it now,
Yeah.
with everything.
Yeah.
They're just like, okay, I have a little bit more breathing room.
Yeah,
Totally. So it's not as stressful or like crunch time, you know?
Yeah.
right.
Well, good luck with everything, and have fun
Yeah.
talking with your mom about, you know, all your different options and stuff. So
Yeah. She already helped me.
And then let me know. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, she already helped me. She's helping me with my bridesmaid list. Because
Good.
the only like person that was a 100% I know for sure at first was you. And because,
so
you know, like Ivan and I talked, like I've lived in 9 states, and that's not even all the cities I've lived in. And I've lived in a different
Right.
country. And it's like, so I've collected friends along the way. But like my mom, she was like, listen, you're going to look back at these pictures and you don't, same thing you said, Holly, right? You don't want to look back and be like, why did I have that person next to me? So she said, you have to look at the friendships that you've had already. Right.
Yeah.
So she said, Holly's a really good example of that. And then another one of my friends from high school, Nicole, she'll be a bridesmaid as well, because
Yay.
we've been friends since we met each other when we were 12, but we became really, really
love that.
close when we were 15, 16, and we've kept that relationship going. And she was like, you have to look at it like that. In 20 years, when you look at your wedding pictures, are you going to be like, I still talk to her? Or are you going to be like, she was in my life for like the couple months before I got married and then wasn't in
Right.
my life anymore?
Or did I panic and needed somebody like to fill out the extra space
Right.
kind of thing? You know what
Right.
I mean? Which like sucks, but it happens.
Yeah. So
yeah.
she's helped me with that, and she helped me find the four boutiques I want to go to look at dresses.
Okay. Well, are they in Chicago?
No, they're in Phoenix.
Okay.
So
okay.
we decided, I mean, my mom was like, I love you and I know you want to make this a thing, but like, that's a lot of money to go to a different city and do it. And I was like, you're right. And she's already going to have to come over to LA to fly out to Singapore. So we're trying to time it with the weekend
Oh,
before
okay.
they fly out. So
That's
that's
perfect.
why, Holly, I was like, I don't know, maybe they haven't
Yeah.
gotten approved to go back yet, but I'm going to block it out now in case. So
Just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So-
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be great. And also then that means that you only have to drive 2 hours down. You don't have to like plan to get to the airport to fly
Right.
anywhere. You can just like be in it already. And if you want to drive back to sleep in your own bed, you can.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like that'll be a lot easier anyway.
yeah, the benefit now though.
And you're going to need to get alterations and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you know, and it might not be just that one day. You know, you're probably going to have to go back and try it on and all that shit. So, like,
Yeah,
it's probably
you go back
better
for
if
months.
it is closer to you. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But my dad lives down
So,
there now,
like-
so I have a free housing. So
Perfect.
Oh, that's awesome. That's good.
yes, it helps.
Yeah. Yeah. Whereas if it was in Chicago, then you'd have to, like, plan all the times to go back. And that would be
Right.
a lot of stress
Yeah.
and money.
Yeah, right,
So-
right.
So
Well, let me know when you have like a rough guesstimate of when your date will be so that I can start planning the bachelorette moment.
yay. It'd be so good.
And that'll be cool that Holly, you can meet all of like Maddie's friends that she's met from like all around, the
I
country
know,
and the
I'm
world
excited.
too.
To bring the circle of Maddie together.
I know. I think that's what's really cool is like getting to like meet like some of your like friends, other friends, that are like all part of like the bridesmaid party.
Definitely. Well, and I think that's what would be cool about having like mixing the bachelor and bachelorette moment together, because you get time to actually spend with your bridal party, as opposed to like, oh, who are you? And then just seeing you on the rehearsal dinner and the wedding day.
Right.
It's like you don't get time to like figure out who they are or like bond together to have this wonderful day. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're just like, I guess I'm here and you're here too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's nice if you can have like a bachelor weekend to just meet everybody, and then if you want to split up to do like a guy's moment and then a girl's moment, or whatever, then you can. So
Yeah. That's what I think we would like to do it that way. So
yeah,
it'll be good. And I
that'd be
think we wanted to invite some people who are not necessarily going to be part of the bridal party as well,
Yeah.
but that like are important to us and like we want to be part of that like moment.
Oh yeah.
So, and I mean, it really sucks, but a couple of my really close friends live in London. And so I don't think they're going to be able to make it to the bridal party because that,
Yeah.
flying back and forth, but they're adamant about making it to the wedding. So,
Oh.
yeah, I know that's gonna be really tricky, but
yeah.
we'll get into it. Oh my god, you guys, you have to see this. So as we're talking about this, Phoebe is in the bag right there. That's where all the candles are from the engagement.
Oh my gosh.
That's my wedding bag.
She's like, hey.
Awesome.
That's so funny that we're like talking about it at the same time. Phoebe knows we're talking about it. She wants
She
to be part of
knows.
it.
Yeah.
She'll be the ring bearer.
There you go.
No. That has to be Cubby or Fen.
Yeah. We'll have to train them first. They're a little cray
They
cray.
come. Oh my god. Okay, but like, where do you want to have your bachelorette moment?
I don't know. I like the idea of like a cabin or something, like kind of
Okay.
not necessarily away from too much because then you can go do a day thing,
Yeah.
right? But
Okay.
like all of us could go. I don't know how soon should we do it before the actual day is the thing.
Yeah, I was thinking like I don't know, like a couple months probably.
Okay, that's kind of what I was hoping too.
So that way it's not like, oh my god, I'm stressed and now I can't even enjoy this weekend.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's really no rules anymore. But I was gonna say, yeah, a couple of months would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it depends on like your out of town bridesmaids people too. Like if they can come back
Oh, that's true.
that
Good
close,
call.
or if they're fine, just like maybe do like a smaller thing like the weekend before
Yeah.
with them.
That's true. I mean, I think that is actually a good point. And also that's something that happened with us as well, with Sean and Sierra's, because we did a moment and then I think only one or two people couldn't come to like the actual cabin, like at the bachelorette party. And then I did another like Topgolf moment for him, like the night before.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we all like hung out and, and the people that couldn't come to the bachelorette came to that,
Yeah.
So.
Cool.
Yeah, that's good.
That's an
yeah,
option.
because when I planned Grace's when I was in Thailand.
And the second one can be cheap. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. It was really nice. Grace planned hers the weekend before because I was flying from Thailand and I really wanted to be there, but I was just like, I'm so sorry, I can't fly.
Yeah, Thailand.
3 months back to back. Like, I mean, I think her and her friends, like in the States, they did, I mean, why not have like a bunch of like gatherings to just celebrate? I mean, just do that.
That's totally an option. That's totally an option to do. Like, even if it was like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday thing, and then the wedding's on Sunday, or I don't know, we
Or
can
the
totally
weekend
make
prior.
it work.
I mean, because if you're flying overseas, you're probably going to you're not going to stay in the States for just like a few days anyways,
Yeah, right.
Like,
You're right.
It's kind of a commitment. So you're like, you're just going to take a
Yeah, we
week.
can do it the weekend before too. I don't care.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's totally up to,
both.
like, who your visitors are and stuff like that, so.
Right.
Yeah. Once we get the list of like the bridesmaids and the people that you want to take to the bachelorette that aren't, in the bridal party, then I think that will be really helpful. And it's mostly just your side that is people that are not living in the area, right?
The only person that wouldn't fly in for the bachelor party for Ivan is Richard, because he lives in Slovakia. So he will make it for the wedding, but not for the... I wouldn't assume.
Well, he could come to the night before moment if you guys have one.
Yeah.
I've really honestly, like, I feel like I could start a business where I plan the bachelor side of things because, like, I'm not even joking you. Like, after I planned Sean's, it was so funny because Tolan kept saying, or maybe it was Tom, I don't know. One of them was like, I'm pretty positive that every bachelor moment needs a woman.
Yes.
Like, to just plan everything and make sure everybody's on time and, like, actually brings more than just, like, beer and chips and...
Oh my God.
That's
no,
awesome.
Brett, I love Brett telling me this
Accurate.
story all the time when he was like planning a bachelor party and they did like a cabin. And this story is so funny because they like went with them to the grocery store after they checked in. And Brett's like, buying like, 2-3 dozen eggs, and he's buying like, 6 or 7 like frozen pizzas. He's buying like, cheese and like bagels. And they're like, I don't think we need all that stuff. And he's like, there's 7 of us in a cabin for 3 days. Like, I think we need this. And they're like, no, we should be okay with just like 2 pizzas. And he's like,
2?
No. So
Brett's
it was
smart.
like Brett just like trying to grocery shop with all these like dudes that were just like, why are we doing this? And Brett's like, oh my God, I can't take you guys anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But,
I got time.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, well, it's really good talking to you, Maddie. I know it sounds like you have like some time with your mom planned, so I hope you enjoy talking with her a little bit more.
Thank you.
So, was Ivan supposed to be like your ride to go somewhere?
I was going to go to the restaurant with him this afternoon because he has to work.
Yeah.
But he left me. So...
Do you have a car, or is your car?
I
not
do
working?
have a car, but like I don't want to drive all the way out there and then back. I was going to go
Is it
to
far
like
away?
hang out with you, but like...
Yeah.
Okay. I'd rather sit here on the couch than in your office anyway, so that's fine.
There you go.
Okay.
It is what it is.
Hopefully, it all works out the way that you want it to.
Yes.
Maybe he was trying to give you some downtime.
Yeah.
He was like,
Some space.
she can use this time.
We're doing some, how's they put it, hood rat shit with a couple of our friends tonight who have not, like, I haven't seen them since we got engaged. And they're like, we wanted to go hang out with them. They were in Alaska when he proposed, and they like got back like last week, so we're gonna go with them tonight. So I might need
That's
an nap.
awesome. Oh, well, have so much fun. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you. You guys too. This is so much fun.
This was really super fun.
Yeah, so
I'm
fun.
going to go like finish my laundry and finish packing
Yes.
for our flight tomorrow because I'm super behind on it.
Yeah.
But
we're going to Cancun on Sunday.
have you told Maddie?
I'd have.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I just forgot it was this weekend.
Yeah, I know.
And we were, I spiraled yesterday and wanted to get a test because I was feeling like some congestion, but my mom found some tests, and because rapid tests are like out everywhere. And I was like, what? And so I took both of those rapid tests that mom got, and they both came back negative, so that's good. But I was like, half of me was like, I don't trust it. And so I tried to go to an urgent care, but all of them are gone. So, or like all of them are done. There's no rapid tests anymore, like for a lot of places where they're all filled up. So,
Which is
but
weird
that's okay.
because
I'm
we
going
have
to trust the
plenty here.
negatives. Huh?
Which is weird because we have so many here.
Yeah. I don't know. Whatever.
Who knows?
Also, have you guys been recording this whole time?
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, good. I might post this as like our like probably not in the same because it's like a long. That would be a
Long.
4-hour podcast.
Yeah, just like shorten it a
But I
lot.
have a little like separate like with Allison. I should have kept Allison on this whole time. I'm sorry I didn't do that, Allison. Oh well. She can come on next time for therapy
Yeah, it's
session.
okay. Well, just cut this part down because not everybody needs to know our business.
This is true too.
Why?
Well, just like we were just talking about like in depth, like all the different planning stuff and like what was going on and our Joe Bros combo.
But I liked our Joe Bros combo. That's what we would talk about in regular therapy.
I know, I did too, but it's also like really long. It's like probably like an hour.
That's true.
Maybe, but I mean that's what I'm saying. Like I'd have
Just do a
a 2-hour
separate one.
regular. Yeah, 2-hour like hunting trip, and then Allison in the therapy the next one.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
You know what I mean? If that's okay,
Yeah.
is that okay if
Okay.
I post what we were talking about, Maddie? Because it was mostly about you, so I don't want to like overstep anything.
I don't care.
Okay. I like a conversation. I think people like him.
Yeah.
I also meant to say to you and Allison that there's a podcast called The Deep Dive. It's actually called The Deep Dive with Jessica St. Clair and June. I forgot her. June Raphael, whatever. She plays the one that April gets with and says she's the worst person ever when
Jennifer.
Jennifer. Yeah, when Eagleton comes together. Anyway. They've both been on Parks and Rec, but Jessica St. Clair has had cancer, and she talks about it frequently, and I love when she talks about it. And they have a great podcast, and the reason I'm saying this is because they just talk. Their podcast is them just talking, catching up, being friends and stuff.
That's cool.
And I was like, I love it. So I feel like we could at least just put this as a bonus moment.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Cool.
So
Down.
Anyways, okay. Well, I will sign us off at this moment, but thank you for listening. Rate, review, subscribe, blah, 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 all that shit. Okay,
you
bye.
You can record
everybody.
a special little soundbite for saying bye.
What?
Do you have a soundbite that you put in everyone where you tell people to rate, review, and subscribe?
No, but I should. That should be it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry we went over, but okay, we'll see you next week, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
There's a Parkinson Pals and there's also therapy too.